A lot of people are like, well, I want to get into a first-time home buyer program. USDA is definitely one that you can get into if you are not cash heavy and you're wanting to purchase. But USDA has stipulations for you to be able to qualify for this loan.
You gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah,
All right, guys. Welcome to the YMA Nation podcast, Real Estate Wednesday.
Real Estate Wednesday. Woo, woo.
I'm just every show now I'm gonna clap.
Just clapping.
Guys, if you're on right now, make sure you like, comment, and
subscribe.
I am Joe Wallace, and this is
Rebecca Wallace.
Guys, today's episode is brought to you by the Pyramid Group with Keller Williams. If you are in the market of purchasing a home or trying to sell your home, contact the Pyramid Group with Keller Williams. Phone number is 864-249-1437.
Yep.
Website.
Call us today.
Website is www.pyramidgroups.com.
You ready?
Yo, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Down in the comment section, make sure you hashtag YMA Nation so you could go into our monthly cash giveaway. Everyone likes free cash.
I think
right?
he just really missed y'all for the week that we weren't here, so he just clapping because he's excited.
Yeah. Well, you know, we did Sports Talk Friday, Wealth Building Monday.
Yeah.
If you missed Wealth Building Monday, and if you are a
really
business
good
owner
episode.
or entrepreneur or future entrepreneur business owner, go back and watch that episode on Monday.
All right.
Let's get into this series.
I know. Episode 3 of the series.
Episode 3 of this series.
And today we will be talking about USDA loans.
USDA Home Loans. Let's talk about it.
Right. And I chose this one next because I think I've had the most questions about this over the last couple of weeks. So I think this is going to be a really good topic.
And
right. Especially for first-time home buyers.
If you did not see series 1 and 2, make sure you go back and watch because you had a great guest on the previous week.
Right. So we appreciated him being on and give us lender perspective information.
Mr. David Beach.
Yes, with Movement Mortgage. So
Mr. David Beach with Movement Mortgage. Thank you.
Right, and you can always call him and get a lender to ask lender-specific questions. But all of this you can find on USDA eligibility. So if you type that in to your search engine, you can go straight to the USDA website. The USDA website has a lot of vital information for consumers, and you can look at the eligibility map. Put your address in. Wherever you are in the United States, it will tell you if you are in a USDA eligible area or if the property that you're interested in is in a USDA eligible area.
I know the people are like, why care if it's in the USDA area? I know you're going to go into it because there's a lot of great advantages and benefits too.
Right. So USDA, we'll start by the most obvious reason why most consumers say, hey, I want to try to get a USDA product. Is because it is 100% financed, meaning there is zero down payment. Zero down payment.
So I could buy a house with no out-of-pocket on a down payment.
Down payment.
No down payment.
No down payment.
That means
you're still gonna have closing costs.
That means that,
but you have no down payment.
Average house, the down payment is like a minimum of like 3.5%.
Right.
So if you're buying a $200,000 house, that down payment you're talking about $7,000 of saving.
Right. Yeah. So. I
started off checking it every other week, just like most people do. Then it got out of control. I couldn't help myself. I started checking it day after day after day. I didn't realize that I was becoming addicted until my wife said something.
What did she say?
She said, it's just a credit score, relax.
Are you checking your credit score?
Huh? Hold on.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a couple of those stipulations and what you need to do to make sure that you're going to be able to qualify. And if you're not in a qualifying position, how you could potentially get there.
Okay.
The number one thing is going to be your credit. Most lenders for a USDA loan require a 640 or above.
Okay.
There are lenders that make it go below that. I'm just saying for most case scenarios, you have to be over a 640.
And is that a 640 median score?
Middle.
Okay. So explain that to him real quick.
Well, that's your middle score. So if you have a 660, a 640, and a 630, then your 640 is in the middle.
So what that means is on TransUnion, if that score is 660 on TransUnion, your Experian is 640, and the Equifax is 620, then they're going to go off that score that's in the middle, which would be your
Most
Experian
lenders.
score. Most lenders.
Every lender does it different, so that's why I didn't
Most
want
lenders.
to. Yeah.
But
go
just so
down
you guys
that path.
understand what
Right.
that score means.
Right. So you want to make sure that you're over a 640. Number one, being over a 640 is going to give you the best interest rate, better interest rates anyway. That's for any type of loan. You want to be over a 640. Also, for USDA, it is for rural housing only. So this goes back to the USDA eligibility map.
Okay.
There are only certain areas that qualify for you to purchase a home in that area using a USDA loan.
What is considered rural?
The map, is different all over the United States. The map changes, they update it. It's based on income. It's based on like the median income nationally, the median income in the state. And there's a lot of different factors that USDA puts the map together and says this is considered rural and this isn't.
Right.
So the best thing for you to do is you can go visit that USDA website and you can search single family property and you can plug in the address wherever in the United States and it will populate a little pin on the map that says this is an eligible area or this is an ineligible area.
Good
So
information.
you're able to find out real quick if it is, and anybody can use it. So you don't have to have a real estate license to use it. You don't have to be a lender to use it. Anyone can use this tool, and that way you're not trying to purchase a property using a USDA loan that isn't USDA eligible.
Anyone can use it. It is open to the public.
Yes. So that is a really good tool to use. Also, USDA does offer competitive rates. So they do try to stay competitive with your FHA loans and your conventional, your VA. So USDA does try to stay competitive with the going rates of what is available at that time.
Right.
Now, this is very important as well. If USDA eligibility, and again, you can visit the website and find out this information, and you can actually use the tools that they have to plug in your personal information to see if you qualify. So they have income eligibility requirements and they have income limits. This means that you can't make over a certain amount of money to be able to qualify for this type of loan. And it also means that the eligibility is by state and by county that you're in. So if you're in Greenville, South Carolina, that eligibility may be different than Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Right.
It's a different because it's different incomes, different household incomes per county. So what it has on that site is where you can put in the county, the state and the county. You can put in your income and how many people are in your household is also very important.
Oh, wow.
Because USDA counts how many total people are in your household, whether they're going on the loan or not.
Right.
So that's a little bit different than your FHA, your VA, and your conventional.
Right.
They just want to know who's going on the loan.
That's interesting.
That is interesting, right? So it's very important. USDA is a bit more of a complex loan. So it can take longer to close that loan because of the complexity of it. They ask for a lot of documentation, especially when it comes to income, because they want to make sure you are not making more than what their limitations are.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's interesting. I want to step back because I'm like an average person.
I see him over there just calculating.
Well, not so much in regards to how many people in a household, how much income. But before I understood this, I thought, and no, I'm being honest, I thought when you heard the word rural, like they want you to buy a house like out near a cornfield or like where it's like land and it's just like the roads, like there's one road and one stop sign. And one red light or something like that, right?
Right.
So it would, from your experience, do you see most homes that qualify for USDA out in those type of areas?
A lot of times you do. A lot of times you do. But like I just looked at the eligibility map here recently. And so there's parts of Duncan, South Carolina, that are USDA eligible.
Is it more towards like the 296 where there's like more land?
I would have to.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's still in Duncan. And Duncan is, quite busy now, right? Because of the growth. But what you have to look for is a lot of times when you see that growth and the income rates start to increase, when they reassess that map, like now a lot of Greenville County that used to be rural housing is no longer eligible. Right. Even down in parts of like Easley and Powdersville and those types of places. If you look, and I'm talking South Carolina, the upstate of South Carolina, because I know there's people from all over, but that's what I'm more familiar with. If you go on the map, you would be able to look at your state. You can zoom in. You can see different counties, different cities. Most of the time, it is going to be your outskirts. It's not going to be right in your main city because you have more income there.
Metropolitan area. It's not going to be like where it's sky rises and tall buildings.
Because you just have that more income flow there. It is going to be in places that have a lower median income than what your national averages or what your state averages are. And that's what USDA typically uses. And you can read up on all of this on the website. That's what's really good about USDA is because they do have their own website where it gives you a lot of information regarding their loan. And I'm going to throw this in there because we're running low on time, but I know you're going to like this.
Okay.
They have USDA loans for businesses too.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Well, I'm not privy to the USDA loans for businesses. I've
Okay.
done some research on it.
That may be a good episode for me on Wealth Building Monday.
It will, because as I was doing my research for this topic, it has that tab on the website as well for you to research that. And they really offer a lot of different types of USDA loans for different types of property. So it's just do your research, ask lenders questions. Every lender may not loan on that USDA specific type of loan if they don't do those types of loans. But you could always call the USDA and they would be able to help guide you through either getting the loan or getting you with a lender that would be able to help you with the loan. So that is all. That is all.
That was a sharp stop. That's
that is
all.
all. That's all I have for you for USDA loans.
That's good. I think I'm gonna I'll work with you and we'll gather all of the information on how to do a USDA loan for business.
Yeah.
Would this be to like purchase a building
Yeah,
in a
like property.
USDA qualified area?
Yeah.
Well, this was a good episode. I think my episode is going to be a bit better for all my business owners and entrepreneurs out there. No, but this is really good because 100% financing is important, right?
Just remember, you're not going to qualify for as more. They do have stricter requirements for that debt-to-income ratio. We've talked about that before. So just do your research on it and ask your lender a lot of questions about that concerning your credit file and your debt-to-income.
Remember, if you need help with your credit, call Masters Credit Consultants, and we'll see you guys on Sports Talk.
The boss's view. You gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association.